Welcome to Breaking Ties, Is Divorce the Answer? This is your go-to source for practical advice and support when considering if a divorce is the right answer for you. Join us each weekday for a quick chat where we'll uncover a variety of topics such as child custody, property division, and self-care. Together, we'll explore the emotional, financial, and legal aspects of divorce and help you find the best path forward for you and your family. Here is your host and Certified Divorce Financial Analyst Professional, Mike Fulkerson.
Hi, and welcome back to Breaking Ties, Is Divorce the Answer? I'm your host, Mike Fulkerson, financial advisor and certified divorce financial analyst professional. And we're going to talk about something that comes around in the digital age, if you will, and that is online divorces. Whether you're considering ending a marriage or just curious about the process, then this episode is for you. Divorce. It is a word that carries a weight of emotion and complexity. For many, the thought of divorce brings up images of a lengthy legal battle, emotional turmoil, and significant expense. But what if I told you there's another way? An online alternative that's changing the landscape of divorce proceedings. So, is it possible to get a divorce online? Well, the short answer is yes. In today's digital age, many couples are turning to online platforms to navigate the divorce process. These platforms offer a convenient and cost-effective solution for couples seeking to dissolve their marriage without the hassle of traditional court proceedings. How does it work? Well, online divorce services typically provide couples with the necessary forms and guidance to complete the divorce process independently. From filing paperwork to navigating custody agreements, these platforms streamline the process from start to finish. One of the key benefits of online divorce is accessibility. No longer bound by geographical limitations or busy court schedules, couples can initiate and complete the divorce process from the comfort of their own homes. This accessibility not only saves time, but also reduces the stress associated with traditional divorce proceedings. However, I got to stress that it's important to acknowledge that online divorce may not be suitable for every situation. Complex legal issues, such as contested custody battles or significant assets, that might require expertise of a qualified divorce attorney. Additionally, couples experiencing high levels of conflict or emotional distress may benefit from the support of a mediator or counselor. Despite these limitations, though, online divorce offers a viable option for couples seeking an amicable and efficient resolution to their marriage. By embracing technology and innovation, we're redefining the way we approach divorce in the 21st century. So, is divorce the answer? It's a question that only you and your partner can answer. But whatever path you choose, know that support and resources are available to guide you through this challenging time. That's going to do it for today's episode of Breaking Ties, Is Divorce the Answer? Should you have any questions on today's topic or financial planning issues in general, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to help. Divorce is not the end of your story. It is the start of your next great chapter. And with that, have a great day. Hello and welcome back to Breaking Ties, Is Divorce the Answer? I'm your host, Mike Fulkerson, financial advisor and certified divorce financial analyst professional. And today we're going to explore a question that many parents face when, getting a divorce. Can I take my kids on vacation while I'm going through the divorce? So join me as we navigate this complex terrain. Let's start with how divorce brings about just a multitude of changes, especially for children caught in the midst of parental separation. The emotional turbulence, it's really critical to consider the well-being and needs of your children. Vacations can offer a temporary escape from the stress of divorce, providing valuable bonding time and a sense of normalcy. However, it's essential to approach it with sensitivity and some caution. So, effective communication is really quite paramount, especially since we're planning a vacation during the divorce proceedings. Both parents should openly discuss their intentions, concerns, and expectations regarding the trip. You're going to want to maintain transparency, and addressing any apprehensions can alleviate tensions that can ensure, the child's best interest remain the top priority. When navigating the legal landscape, divorce adds another layer of complexity to vacation planning. Court orders, custody agreements, and visitation rights must be carefully reviewed and adhered to. You don't really want to mess this up because violating these agreements can have serious consequences and may exasperate an already sensitive situation. You're going to want to seek legal guidance from a divorce attorney, and obtaining consent from all parties involved would help avoid potential conflicts. Now, we're going to have all this divorce stuff going on. I mean, it's going to cause a lot of upheaval. So, maintaining a sense of stability and routine is essential for children's emotional well-being. While vacations can offer valuable experiences and memories, they should not disrupt established routines or really exacerbate feelings of instability. It's important to strike balance between creating positive experiences and ensuring that children feel secure during this transition period. As we conclude today's episode, let's remember that the decision to take your kids on a vacation during a divorce is really, it's a personal one. And it can be influenced by various factors unique to each family dynamic. Prioritizing open communication, adhering to legal obligations, and focusing on stability can help navigate this challenging terrain with sensitivity and care. I'd like to thank you for joining me on this episode of Breaking Ties Is Divorce the Answer? Should you have any questions on today's topic or other financial planning issues, just reach out to me. My contact information is in the description. Divorce is not the end of your story. It is the start of your next great chapter. Until next time, take care. Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Breaking Ties Is Divorce the Answer? I'm your host, Mike Fulkerson, financial advisor and certified divorce financial analyst professional. And today we're getting into a topic that's both serious and at times delicate. So grab a cup of coffee, find a comfortable spot, and let's dive into the question on many minds. And that is it okay to have some fun when considering a divorce? Now, divorce is undoubtedly a massively heavy topic, and it's going to be filled with emotions and life-altering decisions. But let's acknowledge the elephant in the room. Considering a divorce doesn't mean we should lock away our sense of humor or deny ourselves moments of joy. Life is complex, and navigating a divorce is no exception. So, is it all right to inject a bit of fun into the process? Now, some might argue that humor has no place in the realm of divorce. But consider this. Laughter can be a powerful coping mechanism. It doesn't diminish the gravity of the situation, but can provide a much-needed release valve for the tension that often accompanies divorce. So is it really so wrong to share a laugh with friends, watch a comedy, or even crack a joke amidst the challenging times? Maintaining a sense of balance is also critical during a divorce. It's okay to have fun, but it's equally important to prioritize self-care. Divorce brings about a myriad of emotions, and taking time for oneself, whether through enjoyable activities or moments of solitude, can contribute to a healthier mindset. So, is having fun a form of self-care during the divorce journey? I don't know. What do you think? Having a support system is paramount during times of upheaval when you're not entirely sure what's going to happen. Friends, family, even professional counselors can offer a valuable perspective and also help navigate the complexities of the divorce process. Sometimes sharing a lighthearted moment with those close to you can strengthen the bonds that provide much needed support. So, Is it acceptable to find joy in shared moments, even when, the challenge of divorce and the decision of making it is up in the balance? As we wrap up today's episode of Breaking Ties, Is Divorce the Answer? Let's leave room for nuance in the conversation. Divorce is a serious matter. I think we don't even have to debate that. But it doesn't mean we have to abandon joy altogether. Finding the balance between acknowledging the gravity of the situation and allowing oneself moments of lightheartedness is really key. After all, life is a journey, and sometimes laughter is the best companion. I'd like to thank you for joining me on this episode of Breaking Ties, Is Divorce the Answer? Should you have any questions on today's topic or other financial planning issues, please feel free to reach out to me. My contact information is in the description. Divorce is not the end of your story. It is the start of your next great chapter. All the best. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Breaking Ties, Is Divorce the Answer? I'm your host, Mike Fulkerson, financial advisor and certified divorce financial analyst professional. And today, let's look into a topic that many families face when considering a divorce: how to maintain a sense of routine, even though you got all these changes coming along. So divorce is undoubtedly one of life's most challenging transitions. I mean, it reshapes families and alters the dynamics we've grown accustomed to. Yet, amidst the chaos, it's essential to remember that maintaining a routine can provide stability and comfort, especially for children. So how do we continue the family routine when divorce is on the horizon? Well, let's explore some strategies together here. Now, first and foremost, we're going to have to, make sure we maintain our communication. Sit down with your partner and discuss how you plan to navigate the transition. Establish open lines of communication. It's going to help alleviate tension and ensure that both parents are on the same page when it comes to maintaining routines. Now, we're then going to move over and start prioritizing consistency. While divorce may bring about significant changes, try to maintain consistency in daily routines such as meal times and bedtime rituals, family activities. Consistency can provide a sense of security, even though there's going to be a lot of uncertainty. Additionally, involve your children in the process. Encourage them to express their thoughts and feelings about the changes occurring within the family. By involving them in decision-making processes, you empower them and help them feel heard and valued. Remember, it's always all right to seek support. Divorce can be emotionally taxing for both parents and children alike. Don't hesitate to reach out to friends, family members, or even a therapist for guidance and support during this challenging time. Lastly, be kind to yourself. Divorce is a journey, and it's normal to experience a range of emotions along the way. Give yourself permission to grieve the loss of your marriage while also embracing the opportunity for new beginnings. As we wrap up today's episode, I want to leave you with this thought. While divorce may mark the end of a chapter, it signifies the beginning of a new one. By maintaining a sense of routine and stability, you can help your family navigate this transition with grace and resilience. So I'd like to thank you for tuning into this episode of Breaking Ties, Is Divorce the Answer? Should you have any questions on today's topic or other financial planning issues, feel free to give me a call. It's in the description. Divorce is not the end of your story. It is the start of your next great chapter. Take care. Hello, and welcome back to Breaking Ties, Is Divorce the Answer? I'm your host, Mike Fulkerson, financial advisor and certified divorce financial analyst professional. And today we're going to have one of those one-off episodes of Mike Unscripted. That's right. I don't have an outline. I don't have the agenda. I don't have the script made. It's more or less just sharing some thoughts on a topic, and hopefully you find some value in that. And today's actual topic I was thinking about is actually, relatively kind of upfront in the beginning of the divorce process, and that is, finding the right attorney for you. Okay. And so I have come to learn that there are lots and lots of divorce attorneys, And each of them have different ways of doing things, different expertises, different ways they work with clients, different communication skills, different ways of just personality, how they attack the situation, or are they more laid back? And so I really want you to think about fit. You really have to think of fit, and it's got to be more tailored towards your situation. So, for example, if you have a very challenging case or a very difficult spouse who's aggressive, you may not want an attorney who sits back and is relaxed and chill, you know, takes their time. You may feel like you're not getting enough done, or you want someone to match or mirror your soon-to-be ex-spouse. And so you're going to want to interview a number of attorneys. How many? I don't know. I mean, you can interview 1 to 5 to 10 to 15 until you find the right one. And so it's really, though, an important aspect of the divorce process, though. I mean, if you're going to have an attorney, they've got to be the right person for you. You've got to feel confident in them, in their abilities, what they know, how they get things done. And while you don't really want to, if you feel like you have made a mistake, you can always change attorneys. You can fire them. It is your you can. And you want to look up any kind of contractual issues, retainer issues, things like that. But ultimately, you can fire them and hire a new attorney who you feel is actually probably going to be your next, bat in the lineup, so to speak. So it's not like you're obligated to continue to use them as well. Like I said, one of the main components really is just your situation, finding someone who fits the situation, fits your style, what you're looking for, and at times tenacity. So I hope this does help you when you think about getting an attorney and some of the parts that do go into it. There's much more to it than that. I mean, trust your gut. Your gut's another good place to go. But in the end, having the right attorney could make all the difference in how things play out and how you feel during the process. I want to thank you for joining me on this episode of Breaking Ties. Is Divorce the Answer? Should you have any questions, I'm always happy to help. Financial planning stuff as well. You can give me a call. My contact information is always in the description for emails and calls. Divorce is not the end of your story. It is the start of your next great chapter. Have yourself a great day.
We want to thank you for listening to this episode of Breaking Ties, Is Divorce the Answer? With Mike Fulkerson. For questions, please reach out to Mike via email in the description or give him a shout at 630-444-1410. And remember to subscribe, like, and follow.